Your brain is not fixed. You probably keep trying to focus at something. You end up grabbing your phone, you end up doing something you weren't supposed to, and each time you feel that sense of guilt and feeling of a missed opportunity just because you forgot, and your mind becomes foggier and foggier. There are two things called mitochondria and neuroplasticity. Every time you try to learn about every time you try to learn a new skill or anything, neuroplasticity is involved in a way. It gives you room for breathing. Have you ever have that feeling whenever you're learning something difficult or learning something unfamiliar? It's as if your brain cells or the veins in your brain are literally getting crushed, and as if there is not enough of a room to breathe. Neuroplasticity gives you that pushing forward type of energy. It keeps your brain, it gives you way more room to breathe while doing the work. Not in a general sense, but it gives you a bigger room to put the stuff in. You get me? Like instead of literally panicking, you dive deeper and you find it more interesting because apparently you find there is more room in your brain. And mitochondria is basically your natural energy within your cells. So your each cell has a mitochondria, and obviously I won't be talking about the scientific stuff. What I'll try to say is the bro science of it. So understand that what I'm trying to explain is the mitochondria is inside within your cells, and that provides you with energy. So each time you do an exercise, each time you're in a, let's say, moderately uncomfortable position physically, let it be training, let it be cold exposure or anything else, you would feel a certain discomfort, but that specific discomfort basically increases your mitochondria. And when you have a lot of mitochondria, you have natural high baseline of energy, meaning you physically, it gives you more stamina, endurance, not in the sense of the lungs, not like the breathing type of endurance, but it lets you endure more of whatever you're doing. So mitochondria does that. A good example would be when you're in the sauna sitting. There are two guys in the sauna sitting. 15 minutes passes by. The first one is all done out. He wants to leave, and the second guy tells, "Hey, stop. We can go further." That's mitochondria. David Goggins is an example of amygdala and mitochondria. Like, that's crazy. And it doesn't wear you out when you have a lot of mitochondria and you have very flexible and very good neuroplasticity. You don't wear out. Yes, you do get tired, but it doesn't become like soul crushing. It doesn't become like psychological, or at least the threshold of the psychological fatigue becomes way larger. For example, you keep running. It's like having more of the good days when you just go out for a run or whatever you do, whenever you sit down and focus. It's like whenever you have a lot of mitochondria and your neuroplasticity is well developed, it's like having more of the good days. Like in your good days you perform well, so those things let you have more of those good days based on your performance. So to increase that, walking helps a lot. Walking, socializing is probably two of these things which really, really improve neuroplasticity by a huge margin. Whenever you communicate, there is a lot of informational exchange, and that emotional hormones and all that, they play a role. That sort of, I don't know what is it, what does it do scientifically, but in a bro science, that shit literally works. And mitochondria is basically, you just keep doing it. It's that type of an energetic thing, and you actually feel good about it, because, and mitochondria is not always stable. You have to keep regulating it. I would say innate energy. I would say mitochondria is the innate energy or innate desire to do whatever it is, which isn't very pleasant. For example, like working isn't pleasant, or working out isn't like pleasant, comfortable. So mitochondria lets you um, go push more forward.